what NSFW means. It means not safe for work. There will be cursing. There will be there will be cursing. There'll probably be rape, murder, visceral dismemberment, and all manner of adult themes, and more than likely, almost guaranteed, copious amounts of pure immaturity and nonsense as well.
Wait, I get evisceration and like murder and all of that, but how the hell are we going to bring rape into this bitch? No one is that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. That night you have, killing people and stealing their gear only to say, Gemini provides. Is he might. I take nothing from him. I do not doubt he can go in any which route. Hey, just saying. Just saying, man. It's a Green Knight too, so he might go rape a tree. Oh, Nien's a tree now. Speaking of which, a little catch up. When last we left off, Nien transformed into some type of tree with Alex still in her clutches, about to crush Alex through no will of her own, unable to even notice what she was becoming. Alice managed to turn into a snake and survive, escaping the clutches of this tree. Our friend Lantano communed with the planet, and what is his name again? Begins with an M. Josh's character, our Mallory knight, Marius. Boom, Marius was like this close to just ripping the tree to shreds, peeling away layers of bark. So we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. You guys are going to tell me what's going to happen.
So is that the intro?
That's just the catch up. Well, you want the theme song intro? Okay. The view swoops in from the sky, beyond the stars, past the clouds. There is 80s glam rock playing in the background with a prominent electrical guitar flying through the clouds, zooming in into the planet known as Gemini, localing its gaze, fast panning into the woods. Everything becoming a green blur as we open up to the scene. Last time on, with his face turning different shades of red and purple, the slowly crushing form of the young Alex within Nien's embrace as she was transformed into this verdant tree, vines. And is that what you would like?
Well, that was a very comedic intro, so that suggests to me that this game has now downgraded to PG-13.
You've never seen old 80s anime, have you?
Yeah.
Think of this along the lines of maybe, at best, Lupin the Third. At best.
All right, so okay, I'll start. Alex with his hand right beside the tree places his hand on the tree and says, "I think I should stay."
And Landano just looks at him, eye wide, just not sure if he's actually heard Alex just say these words. What, Alex?
I think I should stay.
And then it just blinks, sort of just taken aback, and like, no, There's a lot we have to do here. You're part of our group.
But I can't just leave Nayan by herself. She needs help.
So you're going to stay and babysit a tree?
You tell me you're a Green Knight.
Trees can take care of themselves.
And he has her people.
These people? Alex has just looked over their shoulders, like looking at the people gathered and watching what the hell is going on.
And Torvald, just I can't leave you behind, Alex.
Leanne will be fine, Alex. Time to adapt to her new abilities.
But someone needs to help her and to see if she'd be okay. And
no, sometimes we have to learn on our own. You can't always have help.
As you say that, a large, oversized, heavy metallic hand. Guy who just told me his character's name 5 seconds ago and I forgot.
Torvald?
No, not Torvald. It is Torvald's hand, but Marius. Why do I keep messing his name up? Puts his hand on Marius and kind of like pulls him backwards to out of the way. And just says, these people are still not ready to be self-sufficient. He takes a knee and addresses Alex. I will remain behind for as long as they need protection.
I'm glad.
See, Torvald will look after Nian for us.
Alex turns around and looks at the tree and puts his hand again on it. Nian, can you hear me?
You hear like her muffled voice, sounding like it's coming from within the tree, and echoing out just out of those little holes that were left over. I can, you just barely.
Everything's going to be okay. Lantano spoke with and communed with the greater god.
With Gemini.
Of Gemini? Yeah. And Lantano says that it's all going to take time for you to adapt. Okay?
Okay, as long as I can keep this thing under control.
I think you can.
I just don't want to. I don't want to accidentally do to anyone else what I almost did to you.
It's okay. I got away.
The tree starts to shake a little bit as if there's a breeze blowing in its leaves, but there isn't any breeze.
Lantano sort of just steps up, also presses his hand against the bar, just like, "You're going to be okay, Nian. You just need some time."
Well, it's not like I can go anywhere.
We'll take care of you. You'll be fine.
Again, the branches moves as if there was a breeze when there wasn't.
We'll figure this out.
Don't worry, we're going to help you.
Torvald stands up. If you have more pressing matters, I have things under control here.
Oh yes. That stuff. Oh. And then Alex just looks down and realizes, oh my God! And he just realizes he's wearing these rags. Oh my God. And he turns and looks up at the tree. My clothes. My shoes. My sword. Oh no. Oh my. Oh. Is there any way to get it back? I'm gonna be naked.
If any of you bother to notice, there's the tiny little halfling kid. Just kind of like with his arm sort of raised up as high as he can. There's a little chipmunk kind of cowering behind him. Not chipmunk, squirrel.
Is he behind me?
No, the squirrel is cowering behind the halfling kid.
Oh.
And the halfling kid is kind of like raising his hand.
What?
I'll make you a deal.
What?
If you can get your little pet away from me, I'll go get your whatever you just said.
Does that involve stabbing?
I mean, I thought he was your pet. If he's not, and he kind of like brandishes his dagger.
I don't mean that. I mean, does it involve you getting my stuff? Does it involve stabbing Nian?
I mean, I could do my thing again.
What's your thing?
No, my thing. You know my thing.
Don't do your thing.
You heard her last time. Ugh. Alec looks up at any of the holes again.
Yeah.
To see if it's possible to snake up them.
I mean, they're pretty small, but you know, you could fit a tiny creature through there.
Oh my goodness. And he looks back at Shorty, and we still don't know who Shorty's name is. Squeaky?
the squirrel just kind of cowers again, pulling Shorty over to the side. Since the squirrel is about Shorty's size, you know.
Oh.
Come on, just
what? Is Shorty tiny?
Yes.
He is?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. He's a halfling kid. That's right.
Yeah.
I kept thinking of him as small.
No, he's tiny.
Jeez.
He's like a foot tall.
He fits and he could get, that's Lantano's palm. He could just stand in there. On top.
Squeaky, calm down. Calm down. And I'm using my magical animal voice to speak to this thing. Calm down. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you.
He goes, I know what snakes eat.
I'm not a snake. I just did that to try and get out.
You're not a snake now, but you were. Who knows when you'll turn back into one again?
No, I can probably change to something like a squirrel or something as well.
No, that's what you were doing. I know you were fattening me up, weren't you?
No,
he starts like,
And anyway, you won't get fattened up with nuts.
With like all the nut dust. You know, he has like eating all the nuts in your satchel. He's like,
listen. It's okay. All of it's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. Believe me. And then he just realized that, you know, most of them are watching him. I'm trying to tell Squeaky everything's okay.
Shorty just goes, yeah, whatever he said. Now, get the fuck off of me already. And it looks like Squeaky is trying to use Shorty as a shield, since they're about the same meal size.
Squeaky, I have some nuts.
No, I'm not falling for that.
It's, oh, goodness gracious me.
You're still trying to fat me up, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Latano, I don't know what to do. Squeaky thinks I'm going to eat him. Mario
Latano just looks at Alex and sort of just was like, scratches his chin. Is it because you turned into a snake?
Yes, it's because of that.
Can you turn into something Squeaky would not be afraid of?
Like what?
A squirrel? Just show him you're like him.
Oh my god. Seriously?
He's not listening to you right now, correct?
Okay. All right. Stand back, everybody. Right. And he's keeping his eyes right on Squeaky. Okay. All right. And then suddenly, Alex form starts to shimmer, and he goes small and furry and becomes the misshapen type looking squirrel that he's never turned into before. With still a bit of an Alex face and buck teeth and furry ears. Sir, see?
Everyone hears the high pitched squeak from Squeaky. Ah!
See?
Squeaky's trying shoving Shorty. Oh, he's almost succeeding. Like you see Shorty trying to battle him with his weight, and he's trying to shove Shorty towards you.
But
You see? Now you're trying to trick me. You're not a squirrel. You're a snake pretending to be a boy, pretending to be a squirrel. You're like that other thing that ate all the animals in the forest.
I want to reach down. I'm going to reach down and pick up the squirrel that's pushing the halfling child by the scruff.
You know, to us, this would just be hilarious because we're just looking at these guys just going squeak, squeak, squeak with the halfling child just like, ah!
Yeah.
everybody else is watching too. You imagine what they think.
Everybody's been relatively dumbfounded or trapped in prayer for a very long time before this particular incident started to unfold. But yeah, you pick up Squeaky.
Look at it. Why is Alex still chittering at this thing?
Who's protesting vehemently?
Marius, what are you doing? You don't want to hit a squirrel now, do you?
No.
What are you doing, Squeaky?
He's just holding it there.
Alex form starts to shimmer, thinking that this is completely ridiculous, and changes back and gets his rags close tightly together, wrapping them around him. I don't know what to do. I think he hates me.
I walk over and hand the squirrel to Alex. Just pet it.
He's like,
excellent. I think we're friends again.
He goes into that the same damn near comatose state that he always does when you pet him like that.
It seems like perhaps Squeaky just needs a little time.
He probably does, but as soon as I do this, he'll probably run away.
Landano's gonna just fish out some, nuts. I guess that's part of the rations, and hold them in his giant palm out.
There, see? And he hands him up to Latano, so he sets him on Latano's palm to let him eat some nuts. And then he looks at it. He looks back at the tree and just thinks, how the hell is he gonna get his stuff back?
He starts eating the nuts, looking as if nothing happened. Just kind of like spinning them around as squirrels do. When you feel like a tap by your side, Alex, he's like, all right, we had a deal. And Shorty's just walking up to the tree.
Hey, Alex quickly goes up and not quite tackles him, but a little bit of restraint.
Hey, oh no.
Listen, no stabbing, okay?
Okay, no stabbing. I didn't say I was gonna stab. I didn't,
Are you small enough to fit up that hole?
Duh!
Yeah? Is that what you were going to... Oh, that's what you were going to do. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Did your brain shrink when you did too? Jeez.
Okay. I don't quite know you.
Just not doing your thing, kid.
And he points at you. He goes, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Okay. Wait. Nian?
Yeah.
A little halfling kid's gonna come up and try and get my stuff back. Okay?
And right as you say that, right before he runs up, he kind of like nudges you. He's so small. He nudges you like towards your hip area rather than like your side. He nudges you. He goes, I'm going to be inside of her before you. And then starts climbing up. And you just hear him rummaging around for a while.
What did he mean by that?
Your clothes start to get like shoved and stuffed out of the little holes.
Nothing. It was... He had no idea what he was saying, Alex.
No.
He had no idea what he was saying.
Marius is just kind of sickering.
Why are you guys laughing? What is this?
Marius' terrible sense of humor.
I don't understand.
Look, your things are falling out, Alex. Maybe
you
should catch them.
Yeah, the sword has some trouble, and it takes several tries to find the correct particular angle that it needs to go at. But eventually the sword, Hatred's Bite, is shoved out of there. And then, like, very casually, the halfling slides out. And he slides down almost like a slide, right? Like a little game, does like a flip, lands on the floor, starts adjusting his
my money pouch, please.
He starts adjusting his like clothing. He goes, "Hey, does anybody have a cigarette?
Can I have my money pouch, please?"
Your what?
My money pouch.
What you were supposed you wanted your clothes?
An amulet of protection.
Yeah,
please.
You. The deal was
no. You give it back.
He's like looking up. Look, push. Reaching up to push your finger to this away from him. Look, the deal was for your clothes and the sword.
Marius walks over and holds out a cigarette. Do you want this?
From you? Oh, fuck, whatever. And you see him, like, pull out the amulet of protection and start like dropping a large bag of coins. He's like,
I'm gonna count it.
And he's like looking at you, protesting. Like,
I hand him the cigarette.
He snatches and starts sniffing it, which is very large in his hands because he's a tiny guy. He's like, doesn't seem like anything's wrong with it.
So Alex grabs all his stuff and looks for the nearest hut and dashes towards it to get his clothes back on. After a few minutes, back out.
Lindano's going to look at the other two as well, while Alex has gone, and just be like, what are we going to do?
Figure out our next move.
So what's everybody doing, Nelson? Are they still praying? And
as time passes, there are still people that are praying around the tree that Nien has become. There are people that they talk to her and they move up. They start like placing their hands on the tree, like almost like hippies, right? Almost like those old school hippies. They place the hands on the tree. They start talking to it. Nien tries to conversate back, seeing if she's all right. What does she need? Does she need any? Does she need anything? There's a few weird questions that catches you guys' attention. Like, does she need to be watered now? That might seem a little amusing to hear. But those who are asking in earnest. They're being honest and genuine, and are genuinely concerned about her. Except the dwarf. The dwarf is communing with Nien, trying to figure out the exact and particular hierarchy now that she's unable to freely move around.
She's still in charge. Just letting you know.
Well, then if she's in charge, she gets to make the decision, not you, right? I'm just trying to find out if I can freely handle things without always having to come back and verify this or that. Why am I even talking to you? You just said she was the one in charge. Okay, look.
Hey, listen, you.
And he's like touching the tree like, all right, boss lady. Look, I'm going to need some autonomy. I can't keep. Hey, kid, I got your point. You can stop hovering.
Oh, you're so rude.
Hovering is unproductive. We gotta get this up and running at full steam.
Alex. Oh, go ahead.
I kind of walk over to Alex as he's arguing with the dwarf and just kind of take off one of my axes and just kind of hand it to him.
Oh, no. Thanks. No.
He'll take the axe, but as he does, he grabs your hand.
No, I'm talking about Alex. I'm handing the axe to Alex.
Okay.
Marius, God damn it, put it away.
You don't want to hit him with it?
No.
Not even the blunt end?
No. Well, no.
Fine.
Marius. He tries he takes Marius by the skirt of his his skirt of his.
I think he's wearing chain at the moment.
And tries to come here. Lentano.
He's wearing scale mail at the moment.
Mike, what's your character's name?
Theo.
Yeah.
Guys, we have to tell everybody that it's going to be fine, and to do everything they can for Nian, and just to make them not worry and stuff.
Okay. Marius looks around. It's going to be fine. Do everything you can for Nian. Don't worry.
That's brilliant.
Not the best way to do it, but and Landano's going to actually just look around to see if it actually worked.
Yeah, everybody is really like, oh yeah. You know.
Well done, Marius.
It's the word is spreading, and it's spreading. In
I just saw Mike just do this.
But yeah, you guys are good to go.
Well, are you coming with us then, Alex?
I guess. I don't know. He walks
Look,
up to he was speaking.
Yeah, Landano just like, look, if you really want to stay, then you can. We can't make you come with us. It's clearly your decision.
I know.
But if you want to stay, I'm staying with you.
But what about the mission?
Yeah, what about the mission? I thought you were my support.
There's always going to be missions, kid.
Man, you really are an asshole.
I mean, you guys would stay if I stay.
He says as he's smoking the cigarette you gave him like a giant pipe.
Yeah, you stay, I'm going to stay.
That's very nice.
I mean, like, out of anything else, it might be just interesting to be able to figure out exactly how any of this happened and why.
Besides, it'll give you more time to brush up on your riding, Theo.
And we can always just take the missions back to the guild and let another group take care of it.
Well,
it's my mission, damn it!
They can do it anytime they want, I suppose. But I think maybe Theo, if we stayed a little longer, maybe Theo can help me read those things again.
It might be possible.
Yeah. And you too, Latano. And maybe if we have any more questions, you can talk to the world again.
Yeah, and Dano just looks at Alex, and you'd probably actually notice the exhaustion on his face this time, but...
Is there sweat?
Yeah.
Is there
2
sweat?
hours there, yeah. You know, just sort of, I could do that, yes.
Oh my god. Are you okay?
It's talking to Gemini can be draining.
Oh, I see.
Plus, it'll give me time to train these people to be warriors.
That's a good idea. Maybe I can get... How old is some of the girls here in Nelson? Like Alex's age and stuff?
The children?
Yeah.
Yeah. They look like they're I mean, they're definitely prepubescent, but not that far off from puberty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they might be about 10 or 12.
Since we've been together with them for quite a while, some of them are quite bright and helpful and stuff like that.
What, bright intellectually?
Well, I suppose they
intellectually, yeah, they're I mean, they're not idiots. You know, they're definitely not idiots, but emotionally, They're not very upbeat and sunny, if that's what you were alluding to.
Yes, a combination of those things. I just didn't word it very well.
Yeah, emotionally, they're heavily taxed and kind of like anytime they smile, it seems forced.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, okay, we could stay for a little bit, I suppose. And Alex turns back to the end, puts his hand on the tree. Just in front of Deadeye, you know. And Nan? Hello?
Hello, Alex? Yeah.
It's me. Yeah. We're going to stay a little while more. And we're going to help you.
What about, I don't want to say it where the girls could hear.
Oh. Do you want me to come up?
No.
I mean, not.
I still don't know how to control this. It's too dangerous.
I mean, just climb up so I could.
Lantano's just gonna, step up behind Alex, just lift him right up to where the holes are.
There's a bit of and then we.
So, she starts whispering. She goes, what about that slob, that just wretch of a man and his family.
I know.
There's and then there's still the other kids. I mean, we don't know if they've been through the same thing or if they're still around. But if they could be found,
you're right. You should help them. Is she nodding inside the tree?
Yes.
I don't know, but are you nodding?
Well, remember, there's like a slight glow coming out of there. So if you're looking up, you can see her nod. If not, she just says, "Oh, yeah, yes."
Okay. Maybe. And Alex looks down. One of the girls. He's got to know Annabelle, one of the girls, very well. Maybe we could. Annabelle could help read some of that stuff and maybe get up here. Maybe we could. There'll be someone help me, like a swing type of pulley thing.
I mean, that could work. That could definitely work as long as it's okay, Alex. If I understand, if you want to stay, you can stay here as long as you want. But if you can go, if you want to go, if you feel you're ready, then try and bring my kids back to me.
Sorry, go ahead, Nelson.
She says, if you think you're ready, then please try and bring her kids back to her.
Yes. I think we'll do that. But Latano really needs to rest. He's been stressed out talking to the world. I mean, the
It's
god.
all right. I just need a little bit, Alex. Not too much.
We could stay for a little while, and then we'll do this.
Talk to while you're here, talk to Deadeye. He's been going through that paperwork and trying to figure things out. You might know or have an idea of where to start.
Okay. Is there anything else you need?
No, I'll be fine. I don't want to. I'll be fine here.
Okay. And then he gives a sweet tap on Latano's hand.
Yeah, and Dan will just, sort of set Alex back down.
So, I think we'll let you rest, and I think we'll try and find the other kids and stuff.
We should.
Marius, what do you think?
It's up to you.
What?
It's up to you.
We should find the children. Aye.
If you want to stay, we'll stay. We can easily fly these missions back to the guild, put them back on the board, and even put one up about finding the children.
You just hear
Leave it to other heroes.
The little squeaky voice of Shorty. Hey! We gonna get that money.
No, we find the children ourselves.
We had a deal.
Quiet, Shorty.
Well, Leanne said about talking to Deadeye. Maybe he'll have some leads.
But we don't have to do it ourselves if you want to stay here.
Well, let's let Latano rest and let's think about things and let me read and look at those notes.
Look, if it comes to the children, I will go myself. I'm not offloading that onto someone.
Lantano, we need to stay here with Alex. Sometimes you have to trust others to pick up where you left off. If we stay here, we should stay with. If Alex stays here, we should stay with him.
I can't stay back. Not when I'm responsible.
Lantano, you've proven yourself and you've made up for your mistakes. Sometimes you got to let it go.
Look, we're still here a while. I'm going to go get some rest.
Just go get some rest. We'll decide what we're going to do in the morning.
Yeah, and and Theo, just get some practice done. I'll check up on you when I'm rested.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, Lantano's gonna go just walk off, just sort of mumbling a little to himself and find a shack he can squeeze into and rest.
Alex, you do your reading.
Yes, okay.
So,
Theo, do you want to help me?
Sure. I'll try to help.
Theo, you're a smart kid. If you think you can help, you probably can. But for the love of God, stop being so shy.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Yeah, don't apologize to these shits. They're rude anyway.
Language.
Would you stop swearing?
Anyway. Okay. I turn around and address the people I've been training. Okay, punks, who's ready for basic? Let's go.
Marius, maybe they don't like being called punks.
I kind of lean down and whisper in Alex's ear, you break them down before you turn them into soldiers.
You hear the after a long he's just mean because he's mad he's got short tips.
That's literally what he says. He puts his hand on Alex's shoulder. You got to break them down before you can turn them into soldiers. Oh. Sometimes you got to be a little mean to do that.
Oh. And with that, he was getting that little notion of training with Nayan before she turned into the tree. And now he's getting a little bit scared asking Marius to help him out. Right. I'll go read.
It sounds like a good idea.
And then He goes to Deadeye first about making a little somebody help me out with words, a wee pulley thing, and then a wee, with a seat, and this contraption. Maybe some of the girls can go up to talk in the end.
He says, "I'll make sure
So
somebody
a rope
gets on that."
elevator.
Yeah,
A what?
a rope elevator.
That was it. That was surprisingly easy.
Or a rope lift if you're being fancy and European.
Yeah, a rope lift. Could you make that for some of the girls?
Yeah, well, I'll get somebody on it.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of moving parts since you guys left.
Sure.
Not that you would know anything about it.
Well, you know what you're doing, don't you?
Yeah, I do. That's why I don't understand why you keep having to poke your nose around like that. I mean, I got it, kid. I got it.
Alex was going to say because you shot me, but then he didn't.
You see him. He'll like move around again with this like awkward gait because one of his legs is mechanical, but all the gears have kind of fused together.
You want any help with that?
I said, look, I got it.
I mean, you're helping us. Is there anything you want me to do so I could?
I mean, if you know anything about engineering,
the thermal, whatchamacallit, nuclear stuff?
Yeah. The shit that everyone says gnomes did.
But did they not do that?
Yeah, they're a small proponent, and he giggles for a minute, because gnomes are small.
Oh, yeah, that was very good.
Yeah. Anyway, they rely on it more heavily, but it's not like they're the ones who invented it. Got the whole world full, but whatever.
So
I'm trying to expand our See, before you guys came along, my operation was really small. There's only a handful of us, so we only need to make so much. But more people, you need more money, more problems, right?
So you need money for this?
But I need it built. He goes, what do you here? Look, and he hobbles over to a relatively flat surface. Reaches around his clothes, pulls out like this parchment that's all torn and just really unkept. It's got scrawlings all over the place. That looks like a really, really bad blueprint. Like someone made this blueprint not expecting to show anyone or for anyone to understand what it meant.
All right.
Yeah,
Alex, when I roll an intelligence check to see if Alex understands this shit.
Yeah, sure. You can roll an intelligence check. It'd be with disadvantage because it's really, really badly put together.
Okay. Oh no. Disadvantage.
Yeah, it's got like half of it's in common,
like
half of it's in gnome.
If it's a sketch, that's fine. You think you get the picture.
Well, it's like a series of sketches with lines and arrows pointing to each other and like squiggly lines and shapes and then like a drawing of a tree. And not a very good drawing, but it looks like, a stick with a stick figure cloud attached to it, so you could assume it's a tree.
So I got a 10.
A 10? Yeah. You're understanding it enough to know that it's not nonsense, even though it looks like nonsense.
So you need this to help you.
Well, this is one part. You see, like what we used to do was siphon the water from the creek up there. I mean, we're trying to expand the creek out there. I'm figuring, if we could get like a little bit of a cistern going on.
Okay.
I mean, I've got it right here, and he points to something, and it's just a squiggly line. But that's like, yeah. So we start here at the creek, and then if we move right, and he doesn't follow his finger, he removes his finger and then like points it at something else. It's like we're right here, which is the tree. He goes, I just added this one. It's supposed to be in the end. Yeah, she's a tree now, so.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, I figured she's a tree. She probably needs water anyway, and we need water for what we're doing. Might as well take care of two birds with one stone. So oh wait, and he starts like digging around. He pulls like a piece of charcoal out of a pocket, and he starts scrawling on the parchment again. Right, okay, right there. All right, if we get we need the piping. Okay, can't you read the damn? I made the blueprints.
I can see your squiggles.
My squid.
But the tree was very good.
He kind of like starts rolling it up slowly. I thought you could help.
Well, I was actually talking about your legs, to be honest.
Oh, it's shot. Your friend. Oh, you people. Your friend done fucked it up fusing the gears together. I think he melted them together. I can tell you it hurt like a bitch.
Are you still in pain? Because Theo's a healer.
Who?
That guy. Theo?
Hello.
Oh, he looked like a bumbling idiot to me.
That's rude.
No, he's really a healer. No, he's really a healer. He could.
Well, I mean, if he could regrow my leg, that would be.
I'm not entirely sure if I can do that much.
Yeah, well, didn't expect it. I mean, never really heard stories of that.
Listen, is there anything back in Ellerin City that might help?
What, with the leg or the brewing operation?
Your legs.
I mean, yeah, sure. If you could get me another prosthesis and he starts telling you the dimensions of his leg and the using various forms of technical jargon.
Listen, just take that parchment, write everything you need, and I'll do it for you.
He's like, and starts digging around. He's like, not that one. This is the schematics for our new operation. That's. Starts digging around. He like takes out another parchment, and again, it's very, very unkept. Like he's folded it and ripped it and torn it accidentally, and this piece is missing from it. And he's like looking around. He sees an empty spot. He uses the charcoal to start writing the dimensions and exactly what he needs. Right, and he tears like a piece of it off, and he hands you that piece. And it's just, the dimensions for a replacement leg. That if you were to that if you bought him or acquired him a new leg, he could probably just fit it to its mount. Fit it to his mount, sorry.
Are you in pain though?
And he goes, nothing new.
Theo, heal him, please.
Okay. See, so that should be. I'll just do some basic healing. So 8. Heal for 8.
He's like, that wasn't so bad.
Okay. Next time I'm in Ellerin City, or anywhere else that I come across, I'll go to the next techno thermal gnome place, and I'll hand them this.
Yeah. All right. Sure.
Also, can you think of any leads that might pertain to where the other kids will be?
What other? Oh. Yeah. I was thinking.
I still have the ledger if that's all right. If that's helpful.
Yeah. Hand it. So he'll take the ledger from you and start like flipping back forwards and backwards and backwards and forwards. He starts describing how the fat guy was like, oh, that's Mister, and then there's other ones like Lady or Miss or Mrs. Him, her, right? You know, the guy, that guy, or main man, and you know, like these very obtuse naming conventions, and you know the dates and prices, the you know sourdough and sweet bread was the code names for the children. And he's like, all right, if you uh, uh all right, I think there's a pattern here.
Yeah, Maris said there was a pattern.
Yeah. So like I think these were all purchases made in different areas for the same place.
Okay.
Right? Because like, and he starts you know, messing about with his facial hair, his blackened fingers from the charcoal, sort of going all over the place. If you oh shit, and he like rolls up a thing trying to clean the paper of the charcoal. It's like if you look, some of these names are written with a, they're written kind of like, yeah, messily, right? Like, oh, this is a transaction, got the business done, recorded it. And if you look here, some of them look a little too fancy. Like this was really important to that fat bastard.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
Like you understand that my association with him was purely out of necessity, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Well, look, I think
And Alex just realizes that because they forced him out of his home and put him in a position of life and death and things like that. And he probably is not as evil as he thinks he could have been. But still, he still shot Alex, so he still thinks about that.
all right, look, if where is this? I think I I don't know, but I think they're all going to Kerwin.
Kerwin. And Alex looks at his makeshift map to look where Kerwin is.
Oh, that's let me screen share this.
Oh, there. Right.
Yeah, so you're like in this sort of area right here of the woods. Right, and Kerwin is right over there. And where you heard that the fat bastard's family is from, they're based out of Branford. And
Flabby fat man.
yeah, flabby fat man. So it's like I think they're going to Kerwin. I mean, you know, the river trade. Maybe they're selling them up river. I don't know for sure, but I mean, if you're gonna bet on it, I'd say give it a look down there.
Right. Okay. Are you finished with the ledger?
I could use it to see if I could find some more contacts. You know, that fat bastard, he had the hookup. I mean, he was trading pretty far and wide. I don't know all the details, but I know he had a far reach. I mean, hell, he had Iron Maw basically working for him. And I don't know about you, but to get Iron Maw and the rest of his scary friends, it was no joke. That's all I gotta say.
I think they're connected to the necromancer.
I don't really got to associate with that much, do I? I mean, don't get me wrong. You and your buddies, y'all can handle yourselves in a fight, but if one of you happen to die and that necro guy brings you back, my name comes out of your mouth, I'd rather not that be a thing.
You know who he is?
I mean, no, I don't know who he is. I might be able to track him down by following whatever paperwork you give me, but I'd rather not.
It might be important.
I mean, all things considered, I'm going to be really busy anyway, trying to get this encampment ship shape.
Well, you do what you can. We might need it.
I mean, do you plan to sell to him?
No.
I mean, it's a pretty gruesome trade, but...
No! We're not selling to him. He might be behind this entire operation.
I mean, well, if you... Look, all I'm saying, don't take this the wrong way, kid, but the company you keep, they're not the most... I mean, for crying out loud. You melted my leg together, and then you threw me in a fucking moat to drown. If this is how you guys carry yourself, you might have a few extra body parts to sell. Might as well make some money on it.
Listen. Do you want to turn a new leaf?
I don't know about all that.
You're going to use that ledger to be sneaky. I'm not giving it to you.
What are you talking? We got a partnership going on.
We have a partnership, but I don't want you to get all these people into trouble and bring the end into it.
I'm just saying, if it's look, there's a lot of people here. It's going to take a lot of money to feed them all.
Yes.
I know your girlfriend. She had that little trick with the fruits before, but that ain't nearly enough.
Yes, but I don't want you to be really bad about it.
Look, I said I'd rather not deal with that damn necro.
Okay.
But if you're going to be looking for him anyway, we might as well make a couple of coin into that out of the deal.
Listen, let's just leave it for now and let us do what we need to do because everybody is doing stuff.
Yeah, if you can. I mean, I understand. Look, no hard feelings, kid. It wasn't anything personal, but hell, I'd rather shoot those kids than put them or let them get put through what those others got. I didn't see, I didn't hear personally, but I heard what was happening in that fat guy's personal room, and you know what? Just
Alex is getting really dark pictures now.
it's like just
all right.
All I'm saying is they might. I know you're sensitive, kid, but they might be better off, And he does the cutting motion, like the net cutting.
That's terrible. Listen, okay, right. We'll talk about this again. You could get that wee pulley thing up. Maybe Johnny can do it, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, you're that asshole you keep company with. He's pulling everybody to do some exercise or whatever. He's really fucking up my production timeline.
People need to protect themselves.
Isn't that why you left the metalhead behind? I mean, he's a bit of a pain, but all things considered,
So
you know.
Alex turns around, thanks Deadeye, and for his help, and gets on with some reading.
You left. Did you leave the ledger with Deadeye?
No.
Oh, he's like, ah. I could have really used that. As he says, you know, a few words that you probably don't listen to on your way out. The rest of you?
Hopefully asleep if he's not tossing and turning at the thought of the kids.
Yeah. There might be a few choice nightmares you might endure.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't see the room that, right? Like, you didn't see the room that Iron Maw came out of, did you?
I think Marius.
Marius did.
Yeah.
Lantano just heard from Marius, and I'm sure Lantano can imagine exactly what it was like. So
yeah, your dreams might be plagued with some darker, you know, steeped in darker tones of crimson red. But you get your rest. Your little
If that little rope lift gets made and stuff, Alex will be explaining to the girls that they can go up on it and speak to Mian and talk to her.
You might see, like, how long are you guys gonna stay there? How many days? Just the one, just overnight, or is it gonna be a little bit more of a protracted stay? Anyway, I can't tell you how long you want to stay there.
At this point, that's really up to Alex.
Okay, leave it all to me. Oh my goodness. Well,
at least like 2 days, maybe 3, but I think Lantano would want to get going after that to seek out the children.
All right, well, it doesn't happen by the next day. The day after, there's probably like Deadeye kind of upset. Like a mixture between upset and oddly caring, right? But not like, you know, come on, everything will be all right. Not a nice type of caring. But like, come on, you're not a dumbass. I know you're smart. Just fucking get this done type of caring. You know, like a very insulted, but obviously not negative. You know?
who's he saying this to?
The girls. He's trying to get the girls to build the step, the lift with him.
Yeah, Alex would be like, Deadeye. The girls have been through a lot. And if you want them to look up to you, maybe you should start being a little bit nice to them.
No shit, they've been through a lot. What do you think I'm doing? I'm teaching them a very valuable skill.
Deadeye, try and be nice.
I'm being nice.
No, you're calling them dumbasses.
No, I said they weren't dumbass. Why are you always interfering, kid?
It's nowhere else to... I'm not interfering, and there's nowhere else to go.
Maybe, you know, Lantano sort of. If he's rested by now, and overshot, he would approach just like, you're being very abrasive, Deadeye.
What? Look,
they're children.
I know that they weren't dumbasses. All right, they might not be your kid over here, but these are some strong kids.
They are strong.
I know they are, but being more encouraging would help. Tell them what they are, not what they're not.
Names for a start. That's Annabelle. That's Lucy. Tina.
Okay, and
You know how
Annabelle.
many new people I've been trying to remember the names?
Deadeye. Just
Oh.
hold on.
Okay, look,
Annabelle.
just
Lantano
don't
just
do
sort of.
that thing that you did that melted me before, all right?
You know why I did that.
Oh. I know why you said you did it.
Lantano just gives him that look. He so wants to sort of just, say he can do it again, but he'll turn like, Annabelle? Look, you can all do this, right? Just work together.
You know, they're all kind of like emotionally reserved. You know, just kind of like nodding.
When you're all done, you'll be able to have talk to Nian easily.
That's what I've been telling them. They know that already.
Won't that be nice?
So, yeah, see all that reading that Theo and myself, Alex, has been doing. Have we just uncovered any more information?
Yeah. Before that, like the last thing that Deadeye says is like, look, stop blowing smoke up their asses so they can get this shit done.
They'll get it done. They just need encouragement.
And he kind of like waves you away and starts talking to the girls, and you hear him mentioning, you know, that fucker, that fucker's the reason I walk with a limp now, right? And like telling them the story how you guys, his version of the story about what happened. And on the other side of things, with what Alex and Theo have been reading, on the surface, most of what you've got are stories about the capabilities of plant folk and like Trents and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how some of them can manipulate stuff, vines, trees, nature. If there's anything else that you're looking for, maybe ask me and we'll see.
Anybody got any ideas? Theo?
Theo is not entirely sure what Leanne is, so it's somewhat difficult to try and find information on that. So,
Well, Marius is a Green Knight, so
Maybe, more on like, we know she's not a Gaia tree, but anything similar to that might show up.
Is there anything in it that suggests that she can regrow her humanoid form?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there should be information about how some of these, some of the verdant folk can uproot themselves and move around and behave as people.
Yeah, not uproot themselves, but is she able to? Is there anything pertaining that maybe she can grow herself a humanoid form and maybe?
Can't we just?
Oh,
Get-
like an avatar that she can control from the plant.
Yeah,
there's there would be nothing on that you found so far. I mean, you've only been reading for like the last 2 days.
So there's a lot of plant manipulation powers and
No, as a matter of fact, yeah, you might find something that there's stories about spells that create clones utilizing the same methods that plant folk utilize to grow trees.
Right. That's the thing Alex would be really interested in. He'll be up in that little elevator, rope elevator, and he would have been reading stuff. We also trying to get the girls interested in reading and stuff as well. Because they're not going to be here forever.
Yeah. I like you said, work elevator.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll Hassan.
Huh?
I can hear that dice really loudly.
Seriously? Sorry.
Yeah. It's like but yeah. The girls they'll latch on to it. You'll I guess if you're there for like the third day, you'll run into Deadeye again, who's kind of upset that they're reading about that and not learning about, he's like about yeah, he's upset about what's going on, but he understands. He's like, all right, keep them distracted, I guess. When they're ready to learn some life skills, I'll teach them. But they'll read the paperwork that you give them about the clone and the abilities that Nien may or may not actually have access to.
Alex will also be taking notes and stuff and putting them in the place where they can be found again. So, and you'll be giving them a little index of things, so that could be easily found.
Okay.
Are you sending private messages?
If they're not to you, then you shouldn't really know. I can neither confirm nor deny the allegations for which you presented.
Did you just plead the fifth?
Yes, he did.
So yeah, and all that other stuff I found out about the Carwin and stuff I would have told the guys and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah, sure. Take 5. Bathroom break, liquid break. You need to get any liquid? Ecto 99.
Whew. What's up? Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a callback to the old Simpsons, huh?
Yeah.
I just saw a little snippet of the silhouette.
Josh has been uncharacteristically quiet today.
Oh, my back. But yeah.
You may or may not find out why.
Okay, sure. All right. Is there a specific reason that we could just, find out right now?
I don't know. No, that dice was like the way it sounded, it was like picking up crisply.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just rolling it around.
Yeah, no, I get it. I just the way it was picking it up though.
Yeah, I think it's because of the wooden surface of the table and me being like right next to it. Or my mic just picks up a lot of noise, so. Well, what are we gonna do, guys?
Really? I was totally going to have this be a surprise.
You're not gonna kill Nian again, are you?
Totally. I'm gonna murder her right here in front of everybody.
Great, then we can kill you.
Is that why you've been so quiet? Secretly plotting murder?
Secretly plotting murder with Nelson. That's the entire reason I'm quiet.
What?
Ah, there we go.
He's gotta blame me for everything.
See, now, why do I imagine the two of you just sitting in a dark room, tenting your fingers and going,
Nelson could do that by himself. He doesn't need Josh.
I never plot murder. It always just kind of happens. Hashtag TPK for the win.
So, do you actually want to ask me to ask them, or was that just a joke?
No, that's genuine. I mean, this is your team. You know, these are your party members. You are all the players.
Do, Josh,
I'm the enemy. Remember, I'm the DM. The evil DM. I should DM the rest of the game in this voice.
I wanted to switch characters again.
Oh fucking hell!
God damn it! What is it now?
What do you want to do now?
I want to try out Thu magic.
A what?
What magic?
Thu magic.
You want to fucking play with your hair and beard and everything?
Kind of. Not really.
You do remember Thu magic? It is not just limited to hair.
Yeah, I know.
How are you gonna die this time? Do you become a light bulb and you just go out, or what?
He's not going to die.
At least we don't have an emotional connection to Marius.
So I'm asking you, is it okay?
I don't know, Judge. Fuck's sake.
Maybe we should all just change characters. You
You
guys can stay here with me.
You're a knight, you know.
Yeah.
You see, Alex. I really like Alex. And Lantano has been on this like slow burn, you know, where it feels like he's becoming something. Marius is just a little shit, right? He's been here for a little bit, but even though he's partially invested with some NPCs, he's essentially a little shit. Sadly, I don't care about Marius. As the GM, I'm impartial, but as a person experiencing the game with the rest of you guys, I'm impartial to Marius. I'm actually impartial to Theo as well, but Theo really hasn't had a chance to simmer with the party, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Theo, this is like a second session. We've had time.
That's the problem I'm having is I'm impartial to Marius as well.
The only thing is, dude, you're playing a knight, and you're the friggin' tank and DPS of the group, and you've got Aura of Regeneration and
No, I
shit.
don't. I don't have Aura of Regeneration.
No, that was Torvald.
Yeah.
Why don't you be Torvald?
So I take it that's a no from Brian.
I don't know, dude. I can't tell you if you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but is this new character going to be the same as Marius and then the same as Aquila? You know,
No.
I'm a badass. I don't give a shit.
No.
So you want to be a character with through magic that hasn't even been released yet?
Yeah.
And when do you want to do this?
Well, I was going to make it an entire surprise, but
Yeah, totally. Just like the part where Aquila landed off and it's like, my work is done. Slams the sword down, fades into dot.
Do you become a tree as well?
no.
Where will Marius go?
He's going to stay behind.
That's nice.
Okay.
You want to make a character right now?
I've already made it.
Oh, for God's sake. And what is he?
Spell Baron.
What race?
Changeling.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so cast your votes, yay or nay.
No.
If Josh isn't having fun with Marius, I can't really, just be like, no, gonna stick with Marius.
It's meant to be a campaign.
I don't know, but if he's not enjoying the characters, no point in forcing him to stick with him.
Sure. I wonder why he wants to be a changeling. Is he going to have feral shift as well?
Huh? What?
Is he going to have feral shift as well, your changeling?
I still didn't hear that. No, I
Is
literally
your
like.
changeling-
Sure.
Is your changeling going to have feral shift as well?
That's one of the things I was shifting around with, maybe or maybe not. He's going to have two things I know for certain. He's going to be able to summon, and he's going to have Thu magic.
Wait, I thought you said you already made the character.
Yeah, I have. I've gotten everything but the name. I've got the stats.
So you know everything for certain.
I think, Josh, you can.
I'm still debating on feats.
Josh, I think you can, because I got a feeling this is going to move on. I think you can make a decision for next game.
Okay.
So what are we doing now?
Alex would be saying that they could follow up leads in Kerwin. I'm telling them all about it and everything he's found out. And
Yeah, okay. So Alex tells us about Kerwin. I
would have told you that on the next day. I wouldn't have been leaving that to day 3, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We should leave at the earliest convenience then. If that is all you've discovered, we need to go and see if that is indeed how things are. The sooner the better.
I would say it's we shouldn't be too hasty. We should make sure that we have everything in order and then leave.
What do you think we should do, Theo?
I mean, it doesn't seem like something that we can ignore. So it would be a good idea to go investigate. But we just want to make sure that everything is settled here before we just rush off and start trying to do things.
Yeah, you're right. But Torvald is looking after things, and as much as I do not like Deadeye, he seems to have a good handle on his duties.
Yeah. You got Metalhead and Limpy. They got things under wraps. Like when we're gonna get out of here already.
In the last 3 days, Alex would be trying to figure out if he's gonna actually say what his name is.
He avoids telling his name to
Or
everyone.
even a nickname
Oh, nickname?
other than Shorty.
He tells people that, you know, he doesn't flirt with any of the girls, but he tends to flirt with the younger women. You know, he tells them to call him like sexy, their little chocolate dip, you know, dipper if that's the case. You know, dewdrop, lover boy.
Shorty's fine.
Shorty's all right.
Dewdrop, really dewdrop.
Yeah, dewdrop. Because you know, never mind.
But yeah, so Torvald, I mean, yeah, Nandana would say that Torvald and Deadeye have a good handle, you know, that's his. So they should probably just back up, make sure the gear is in order, and then we should get out of here. We'll come back, of course. The sooner we can go get there, the sooner we can learn. Hopefully help.
So, are you going?
I believe everything is in order. So, yes, I'd say we'd leave relatively soon.
So, I mean, if everything's good, you know.
Alex, are you staying back or are you coming with us?
Oh, I've decided to go. There's a lot to do.
Okay. And Marius?
Marius would be I don't know. I never got a clear answer from Brian. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Hello?
I can
I'm
hear
here.
you guys.
What's Marius doing?
I kind of need a clear answer from you first, Brian.
I said figure it out for next game.
So,
Excuse me,
Marius.
what's going on?
I
Josh?
guess I'll be playing Marius, so Marius is going to continue along.
Okay.
So you're all going then?
I believe so.
So I mean, given the travel conditions through the woods, it slows you up a bit. So it'll be about the fastest route there about 2 days. And in that 2 days, you might have to swim across the river. But if you take 3, you could backtrack and go across a bridge.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I
bridge
mean-
sounds fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I could just go across the river if I want to, but I'd rather not leave you guys behind.
We should travel together, but if we need you to scout ahead, that would be helpful.
Okay.
Can you guys pick up our mounts and bring them over?
I don't think so.
It's alright, potatoes can swim.
I mean, he is huge, so
Yeah.
Marius's mount can fly, so
So what is it? The only mount that's that might have trouble is Argento. And if you're bringing the wagon with you.
That's one thing we didn't think about. Because I think the camp would need the wagon more than we need it at this moment in time. And we can always get another wagon in Kerwin.
Yeah. You could just pick up another wagon.
It seems reasonable.
Or we could cross the river and, have Shorty bring the wagon the long way if we need to take it with us.
Why I gotta bring the wagon? Shouldn't I be leading this expedition here? I'm the one with the skills.
I think back at camp, this would have been like discussed if they needed the wagon instead of bringing the wagon and then taking it back.
Yeah, no.
So I think they
Yeah,
would
This would
have.
be before leaving.
Shorty will always keep himself close, whether you see him or not.
God damn it.
Mr. Dewdrop. Was it Dewdrop?
No, the ladies can call me Dewdrop, not you, all right?
Alex didn't say that.
Oh.
Yeah, so Lantana would, before leaving, would just like we take the fastest way there, and if we need a wagon on the way back, we can pick one up at Kerwin. I think that should work best.
Is Argento medium or large?
I mean, you tell me. I'm the one who told you how many points you had to spend. They would have been from, I believe it was the large tree as a base.
So would a horse be large or medium?
normal horse would be large.
Yeah.
Because normal horses are meant for medium-sized creatures to ride them, so they'd have to be large.
Oh, okay. So how far is this bridge?
It'll put you. It's not that far, but you have to backtrack to get to it. So it'll put you about a day out of your travel. So it'd be 3 days to get to Kerwin instead of just 2.
We really need the wagon.
Are we at the water right now, or are we back at camp?
No, you could handle this before you left.
Yeah, because the wagon keeps on coming up.
Yeah, I don't know why you're stressing over a wagon. I mean, you didn't.
Yeah.
You got it for free.
Dump the wagon, pick a new one up in Kerwin if we need it. Get there fast.
I think it's more of a question of whether or not you need Argento.
Argento can ride on potatoes, Lantano will swim.
Well, Alex probably thinks Argento. Alex probably thinks Argento would be fine at the camp then, because Alex has got other ways to travel, and if he needed to, he can go on potatoes.
Yeah.
So
That's gonna be funny. A horse riding a horse.
What?
I said Argento could ride on potatoes while they cross the river, because potatoes can swim.
All right. Okay. Well, Alex with his magic would have told Argento he would be fine in the camp and he'd be happy there and to help others, and also he'd be seeing if Squeaky would have forgiven him in those 3 days. But wouldn't be too distraught if Squeaky didn't come with him.
Squeaky's forgotten everything. Like, if you wanted Squeaky inside your shirt again, he'd kind of be there completely oblivious, just gnawing on some nuts again.
I'll leave that up to you if he decides to pop up sometime.
All right. So you guys are going the short route, correct?
Yeah.
So it's only So yeah, so is Marius going or what? Anyway, you guys go the short route. You get to Kerwin in about 2 days. It's the little halfling kid cracks up. He dies laughing, and it's a running joke that is quite annoying for the rest of the travel from the river to Kerwin, that there was a horse riding a horse. That he's been around for a long time and he's never quite seen a horse riding a horse. And he just won't let it die. There's, he starts singing like a bastardized version of the Mr. Ed song. A horse is a horse is a horse is a horse. But yeah, you get to Kerwin, and Kerwin is not nearly as big as Iloren or even Welland, right? But it seems to be, even though it's not quite as big, it seems to be alive. Like Kerwin is a city with a constant pulse. There's many docks in the river. There's fishing boats going, in and out, small trade ships and rafts, just in a constant sort of flow. And once you guys get to Kerwin, what are the rest of you going to do? Like Shorty will tell you, yeah, there's if you want, there's a place, it's called the Bastard's Tit. If you want to go there, we can all meet back up there, and search for info, and we'll reconnoiter at the bastard's tit.
Why is it called that for?
Well,
It's not a nice place, is it?
it's a great place. And he says it like that. It's a great place.
Alex looks up to the Latano. It's not a nice place.
I don't
I
know
doubt
if
it.
you'd think it's so great. You look a little wet behind the ears, is all I mean.
We'll meet you there, Shorty.
All right, we'll reconvene there.
And then Alex looks up at Latano again. I'm not getting drunk again.
Of course, Alex. Not happening again. So, what are we? Where do you think we should start?
Well, we'll find out about our leads. I guess that Bastard's Inn is. I mean, what was it called again? Alex just says that Bastard's Inn.
Yes, we'll. Okay.
I
Want
mean,
to start there?
Theo, what do you think?
Well, I'm not exactly familiar with this area, but it doesn't seem like the worst place to start, I guess.
That depends how rough it is.
It doesn't sound spectacular.
Okay, I think I'm back. What is all this about an inn? That's about the last thing I heard. Something about Bastards Inn or something.
Jordy wants to meet us at the Bastard's Tit. And
Okay.
that's where he wants to reconnoiter to see if he can find out some leads.
You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Bastards Tit reconnoiter. I got it. I'm sorry, my computer just went.
All right. Well, so you guys can go about and investigate. Shorty is going off sort of on his own for some information gathering.
Let's go on our own little information gathering adventure then.
Oh, while we're out, just wandering around the city, if it'd be possible to find some form of post office or somewhere where I could send a letter, Theo would like to send a small letter back to his family.
Yeah. There's a water post over here.
Okay, just a quick stop by there. He's already got the letter written, so.
Oh, you're going to tell them you're going to be okay?
Yeah, I just don't want them worrying about me.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, my mother's always big on the. She always gets herself all worked up about these things.
Oh, yeah.
You. It's sure to pick a life that would worry her a lot then, huh?
Yes, she was most concerned whenever I elected to do this.
Alright, you go send that letter. Alex and I will look around.
All right, I'll be right back.
Morius. Okay. Morius, are you coming with us or do you have something to do?
I think I'm going to go see what I can figure out. Try to help us out.
Alright.
Maybe the constables would know things too. That'd be a good place to go.
Could be.
It could be. Let's see if we can find one. But Alex says, let's be careful what we ask them. You can never be too sure who's in someone's pocket.
That's true. So we're in Karen now. What kind of picture are we getting from the streets?
Well, like I said, Kerwin, it's not nearly as big. Illarin is like a metropolis, right? It's this giant city with a few different castles, right? Essentially, the Heroes Guild is inside of a castle, right, or a castle complex. But there's more than one. Wellen is not quite as big as Illarin, but it's still a bustling trade city. You know, it's positioned at the mouth of two rivers, so you know naturally it would be larger. It'd be a center of trade and commerce into Illarin, which then goes into the ocean and beyond. Kerwin is much smaller, but it is a how do you say it's alive, like it has a pulse of its own, right? Like if Welland were all of New York State, right, or if Illarin were like all of New York State, Kerwin is kind of like the lower half of Manhattan, you know, with all the docks and boats moving into and out of the area. You get a sense that a lot of the people in there might not be residents of there, and they don't have any real, you know, their warehouse district for storing goods isn't really very large. It's a bunch of turnover. You know, it exists pretty much to trade and fish.
But does it smell as bad as Lower Manhattan?
Yeah. The parts where they have all the fishmongers and stuff. Yeah, they'll smell like the smell of fish guts, and depending on the quality of the fishmonger, the smell may increase or decrease.
Is this the same place with the giant crocodiles?
Yeah.
I hope there is. I'll just love to see a huge skeleton of a crocodile.
I mean, if you go to the church, maybe, but might have whatever. Wasn't that crocodile made it turned into ash with a 300 hit point fireball?
I remember we brought back the body.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Kerwin in a nutshell.
And do we see much constables going about?
Yeah, you'd see like town guard, a couple of constables here and there, a couple of a couple of people that look like they're cut from the same cloth as you guys, like heroes and whatnot. Maybe not the same cloth as you guys, but you know.
That could be. You know, Alex, perhaps that would also be good to talk to some dock workers.
Okay.
Let's see what the constables have to say first.
Right. We'll do that. And how does the constables carry themselves? Are they carrying themselves well, or are they just
what do you mean? Like officials or like dirty officials?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, they look like they're doing their job. They're friendly. They check on some of the people, you know, seeing how they're doing. You might see one or two of them like actually giving a hand to one of the tradesmen to lighten their load a little bit.
So, be making our way to the constables.
At least one we can get alone.
Yeah, I mean, you walk up to a constable, they'll stop and, you know, good day. How are you doing? Can I help you with anything?
Could you direct us to your office, please?
he starts scratching. He's like, oh, well, you're not. I mean, I could tell. I see new faces all the time, but I've never seen yours. He kind of looks up at that Lantano. It's like, you'd be no disrespect, but we don't get many of you up here.
That's all right.
Yeah, if you follow me, I'll take you to the. It's kind of hard navigating here. The streets aren't very well labeled. I mean, the ones that are labeled aren't very well labeled, but yeah, just follow me. I'll make sure. Is there anything that I can personally help you with, or was there an issue with another constable that needs to be handled? Is that what the problem?
No,
is?
we're just following up information.
It would be better if you could talk in a more convenient environment. That's why we need to go to your office.
I gotta warn you, it's not a very big office. It's probably just as noisy in there as it is out here.
That's
Even
all
still.
right.
Even still, it's better talking in private rather than out here.
Sure. Just follow me, and he proceeds to lead you to the constabulary. Why couldn't I say that? The office. Today's not a good day for me. He continues to lead you to the office. You go in there, and it's not a riot in there. Like, it's not a riot insofar as people are fighting, but they're having a bit of a riot in there. There's people like. At first, it seems more like a tavern. Sound just dropped. At first, it seems more like a tavern than it does a constabulary. And then when they see you guys coming in, they're like, everybody, calm down. Sorry, we're celebrating, we had a problem that we thought was, how can we help you? You want to, and they don't look at the kid, right? But assuming Lantano tries to stick his head in there, they'll ask him if he wants a drink. There's not many large races in this particular area, so there's not very much accommodations for you.
No, thank you. Lantano just lives it where we want to talk. And he'll just usher Alex in up ahead.
You want me to talk? You can't get in.
What do you want? You're I mean, you look the adventuring type. I mean, even the kid there, but
we're here from Heroes Guild.
Oh yeah. Whew. I gotta say, you guys are good. Good for the people.
Yes. My name's Alex. This is my friend Lantano. And is Theo with us?
Theo went to
the post office.
Yeah.
Marius is way to the bar. Is it?
Yeah, Marius is looking up for his own information. It's just Lantano and Alex here.
Alex is looking in the direction of the is there a billboard?
What, on the office?
Yeah.
There's like a symbol, almost like you would imagine like the sheriff's star to be.
All right.
They kind of like have it on the building. The building looks like it was repurposed for this, rather than built explicitly as a constabulary. Like if it was, refurbished accommodations considering the growth of the city. So yeah, what's the next question? Like, he'll they'll lead you to the back. They have rooms not necessarily for interrogation, but kind of for interrogation. You know, like there were rooms that looked like they were a part of the place with like bars, you know, slapped on the outside of the doors, rather than proper cells. So, yeah, are you here to check up on the other guys?
Oh no, we're following up our own information, and he looks back to Lentano whenever Lentano, you know, Lentano said to Alex, "Be careful what you said," and now he's not sure how much he wants
You
to say.
just gets a nod from Lantano.
We're trying to follow up missing people, children.
Oh, wow.
You know something.
I mean, there's been people gone missing. We've only had reports of the situation is handled. Your partner's handled that already.
That was us.
Huh?
That was us.
Wait, I don't understand.
What situation are you speaking of?
The river monster.
Oh, that's different. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just got a little confused there.
All right, just.
Oh, I thought you were referring to something that we might have done, but no, we're nothing to do with the river monster.
Yeah. It turns out it was a salty. Anyway, you know,
Monster.
It's an unfortunate case. I mean, these kids. I would hate to say it, but they may have been, you know, victims of you know that gator.
How long ago was this?
I mean, it's been going on maybe a week and a half or so. No, well, a 10-day or two. He comments. It was just recently. A handful of heroes recently took care of that. I heard one of them body slam the damn thing.
That sounds really good. Are those people still here?
I mean, you could check in the temple, see if they've left yet.
Oh, it might be useful, but we're looking for particular kids that may have been trafficked through this area.
No, they don't. We
Not
don't.
directly through the town. I mean, I'm meaning, have you known children to be trafficked?
No, we don't stand for that here.
No, I mean through the area.
Unfortunately, I can ask a few of the guys. Let's give them a minute to celebrate while they can. I mean, it was getting rid of the river monster was a great. It was a great thing. It was really causing some havoc, but let's just wow.
What?
All of our, I feel myself a failure. All of our recent attention has been on this. What the hell?
You have been doing your job. Was the what the hell in character? Or?
No. I heard some things through my headphones that bugged me out. Because I've got my normal stuff and notifications right now all going to the same area. But yeah, he says he feels himself a failure, and that all the attention has been, you know, towards this, you know, figuring out and handling whatever this river monster was.
It's all right. You've been doing your job.
It's like, how do you know? I mean, it's his job to know. It's not an excuse. It's my job to know.
You had a pretty big problem.
Well, it's sorted out, and now you can celebrate it, and we can come back later.
You know, yeah. Let's give the men. I mean, man, they've earned this. A few. We look like we're a big town, but we're not. We're not that big. Most of the people here are not permanent residents, and when we lose someone, or look, some of the guys on
Would you have had a recent surgence of people coming in, larger groups?
there's a hustle and bustle about the town.
Yes, but
Pretty much.
together, I'm sure you get groups of, say, smaller groups coming in together. I'm saying asking if you saw something that will be a little out of the ordinary amount of people entering town at one time.
Well, yeah, definitely with the river monster issue resolved. It was stammering trade. The rumors of this river demon. I mean, it wasn't an actual river demon, but you know how people talk. There were rumors going around that was just stifling trade. It was making our river trade really, really sparse downriver. And but with that handled, it's been quite an influx of trade coming back upriver.
All right. Would you happen to know who was in charge of the docks most of the time?
Well, every trader really owns their own docks. There's the communal ones in the fishers market. I could
There's no overseer.
I mean, he takes a moment to collect himself. We oversee what needs to be overseen,
All right, and
whatever we can't, we handle, through the church usually handles the rest. Again, we seem like a bigger city than we are.
It's all right. Just would you happen to know who have a schedule of your men who overlook the dock? If we can come back later, but it would be good to know. See who we can ask.
I mean, Phil usually handles dock work more often than not. He's a bit drunk right now, but
it's all right. We said we could come back. Alex?
Yes, we can come back.
Is there anything else you'd like to inquire about?
Let me see. Does the name Aaron Mall ring a bell?
Yeah, that's that. That's one of those bandits from the Southwood, right? Like
Yeah.
he's been. I've heard some really bad things about him. I've never had a run-in with him. It's not like he's ever come to town, as far as my knowledge is. But
good.
Yeah, would you know of any of his men or anything, or anybody like that? Yes, associates.
There's a tavern in town. We usually you got to understand the balance between prosperity and law sometimes needs to be handled
The bastard's tit?
Oh, you've been there?
No.
You've heard of it.
Yeah, well, I mean they're not entirely bad folk, you know. As long as they keep things under control, under wraps, we let them be. They're mostly, I mean, smuggling is kind of a strong word for what they do. We like to call them independent traders. You know, they don't hurt anybody, and they're actually pretty good for the town. So we usually don't, you know, hassle them too much, as long as they keep things, you know, kosher.
All right.
No slavery, no murder, you know, those kind of things.
What was the name of the officer who overlooked the docks?
Phil.
Philville.
Yeah, Phil.
We'll come back later to talk to him.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, he may not surprise you, but you never know these days. When you run into Phil, just he's an orc.
Okay.
He's an orc. You know, you don't see them around here, other than, you know, the grass skirt wearing barbarians up north. But he's a good one.
That's, of course.
Does he speak common? Okay.
Oh yeah, he speaks it fine. So he might have a little bit of a lisp from time to time because of those teeth of his, but
it's all right. Look at me.
well, like I said, I didn't want to judge or anything.
All right. Does he get angry?
I mean, if you piss him off, who doesn't get angry?
It's all right. Thank you for your help, Constable.
Yeah. We'll be back later.
Yeah, of course, of course. I'll let the guys know. We'll have this little
let them have their
celebration
time. Yes, and it can wait. And unless there's anything else, then Dan will probably, you know, turn to leave and just let out, you know,
the window.
usher Alex over too. Once they're outside, however, he'll, you know, just, you know, turns to Alex sort of, you did well.
Thank you.
I just wanted you to talk, so you've been great at the talking part anyways, but it's part of our duties, and thought it could help. Though, is there a way you can keep an eye on this place? Listen in without them knowing?
Oh, the inn?
No, the constabulary.
Why, do you not trust them?
I'm not so sure about the one we talked to, but there's a lot more men in there. With all that merrymaking, word can get around fast.
Well, I don't know. They've had a big monster problem. They didn't look too threatening to me.
It's not about threatening, Alex, but any one of them could be moving things around. Just for a while.
You want me to stay here?
I'll be nearby.
I'm getting confused.
I just want you to listen in without them knowing you're there. Just for about an hour, perhaps. See if anything we discussed gets out and around in a more suspicious capacity.
Okay. I could do that, I suppose.
I'll look for Marius. We'll take a look at the bastard's death. See if anything else is there. Or if you want, I can wait nearby. Just.
You want to talk to the orc? Or are you going to the inn first?
Let's give Phil a little time. He won't be. I don't want to deal with him drunk.
Well, Alex looks back at the constable's office, just wondering what he's gonna do to be.
I mean, is there any way you can do that? It's not that you have to.
I don't know. Change to a
But look-
dog.
I guess, but look, we're looking for information. Not all the information ever comes willingly.
Yes, but you want me to keep an eye on the constables.
Just want you to listen in, clearly relating to everything we just talked about.
Well, where are you going to? Are you going to the inn?
I'm thinking about that. If Marius is there, we can wrangle out some more information.
I think maybe meeting those other heroes could be useful. The ones who killed the
around.
monster?
Yes. Alright then, look. Just listen in for a while. I'll go catch up with Marius, and I'll take you with... You'll be with us when you talk to the heroes.
Well, I think the bastard's tit won't be very hard to find. So I'll meet you there, and I'll hang about to see if I see anything.
Alright. You'll be fine. Yeah, then I'm just gonna, I guess, reach down, just ruffle Alex's hair, and then turn around.
Alex is just like this. Big mitt just goes on top of his head. Everyone keeps on doing that.
All right, so Alex is staying behind for a little recon, right?
Yeah.
And
Take a break.
Huh?
Take a break and eat this.
oh, wait, give me a second. Sorry.
Well, so far Theo's managed to consistently go to exactly where the interesting things are not happening.
Yeah.
I am hoping we learn something interesting. You know, Alex learned something interesting right now.
I don't know. The constables just sound as if they're just celebrating, and you think that they're being shifty. But
I mean, we just seeded some stuff, so Landana wants to know if the seeds sprout.
well, you'll follow it up and see what he can do.
Sorry about that.
No one's better than Alex at, hiding. Sneaking around and then, boom, strike.
You want him to kill people?
Please don't. No licking up blood.
Xavier would be fine doing that.
All right, so where is what's going on with Lantano?
Gonna head to the bastard's den. I think that's where Marius said he'd be.
All right, and how would you like to eavesdrop or gather information, Brian?
Alex will be first figuring out what he's going to be doing in this little constable place, swirl time, and and you be heightening his senses, listening in.
All right, so just generally listening into the chaos and the merrymaking and the banter and stuff.
He'd be heightening his perception and hearing.
All right. There's some general stuff, vaguely melodic squeaking. There's some general information that you glean like they're talking about, oh, trade can commence. There was there some of them are like, oh, my cousin, my cousin went missing, and at least his death has been avenged, or like my neighbors had their arm, they found their neighbor's arm with like their wedding ring, and he's glad to at least bring the ring back to the wife. Some other ones, they seem a little bit less emotional, less, a little bit more callous, talking about, good thing the monster didn't take any goods. Oh yeah, I got a shirt for a good price from the reclaimed goods. Talking about like some guy got shirts. There's talk of like some dairy, like a large shipment of bread, some pies,
He's
some
listening he's listening into the bread and pie things.
The bread and pies. No, it's like, he's like, oh man, yeah, we had a large delivery of. Good thing the monster didn't eat bread. I mean, some of the crates got tipped into the river, but I guess it's an acceptable loss when all of this went down. The guys are like, yeah, it's like I invested pretty much everything in it. If I would have lost the whole shipment, my family would have been out on the street, and that kind of back and forth, and they drink to that, the fact that at least they drink in memory of those who've passed, but in celebration of those who were allowed to continue living with the river monster's demise, as it were. And there's still, like I said, more merrymaking and more stuff being talked about as well.
Okay.
And back by the bastard's tit, right? The bastard's tit is just it's got smoke and steam and like pipes that look like they're sooty. It looks like the sign that says the bastard's the bastard's tit is looks like it's supposed to be illuminated, and it's written in such a way where the A in bastards, each of the two A's are designed to kind of look like boobs. And it looks like that part has like, arcane mechanical devices that are supposed to illuminate light, like smokeless lanterns and whatnot. There's a bit of a raucous that you can hear as you approach it. Again, this doesn't seem big enough to accommodate someone like you, but it's a lot bigger than the constabulary as far as height. And if you go inside, you'll hear like people like bar singing, drinking.
Lindana's gonna look around for Marius.
Marius isn't present. You do see Shorty though. Shorty's like leading the singing and on a lot of things, like, and instead of carrying his own mug, he's kind of like drinking out of a straw in someone else's mug that's walking around and making merry with him.
Good old Shorty. Okay, so there's Marius isn't here.
Marius isn't here now.
Yeah, Lindana's gonna, just push his way through the crowd over to the bar.
You may or may not see Theo. I'm not sure if Theo is there, and if he is there, I'm not sure if he'd be that attention grabbing as everything else going on.
If Theo's back from the post office, yeah.
But yeah, you make your way to Shorty. I mean, you're easy as hell to see because nobody here is quite as tall as you. There may be like the odd half orc and stuff that they're pretty tall, but yeah, nothing near an Oni.
Yeah, Lindana's gonna get himself a drink.
Shorty's like, big guy, what's up? Hey, old One Eye here is a compatriot of mine. Make sure you get him a nice, just grab a barrel and put a handle on it.
So where is Theo? Are you still delivering your letter?
Wait, I think he's having an issue. Yeah, no, I can't hear.
We can't hear you.
Man, there's just a bunch of technical issues today, isn't there?
Yes, there are.
I don't know. I think I've dropped out multiple times by now.
Yeah, you dropped out a few times. Uh-oh.
All right, now can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So Theo, he's in the bar. He's very uncomfortable with everything that's happening around him. But he's just off drinking a glass of water just in the corner.
Yeah, if Lantano notices Theo's gonna, take his drink and sit down nearby, do I guess Lantano sitting down would be weird at this table because his knees would be well above the surface level.
Yeah, I think Shorty will start making fun of you. I'm like, come on, big guy, just take a seat up on the floor. You know this place ain't big enough for you.
Yeah, Lantano sort of just gets up, pushes the chair, stool aside, and plops himself down on the floor.
Yeah, you hear in the background Shorty also commenting. He's like, yeah, I know he's got a huge eye, but he's only got one of them, so.
Hello, Lantanas. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Relax, I know it's rowdy, but
It's
don't
just
have to worry.
not quite my kind of place, you know.
Going to have to get used to it if you want to be a hero.
I guess. Oh, did you guys manage to find anything?
Not what we'd have hoped, but we learned a little bit from the constables. There's a Constable Phil we need to talk to later.
Okay.
Other than that, Alex is listening in right now, so
Okay.
I think he learned something.
All right. Hopefully we find something out. I haven't really found much of anything around here. Just took me a little bit to find the post office. And there was just a few stores that I saw on the way back.
All right, look around the place. Anything stand out? Well, apart from everything standing out, anything stand out to you more?
I mean, is there really anything around here that stands out all that much? Other than Shorty?
I mean, Shorty's the smallest thing here. He only
He's the
stands
smallest, but probably one of the loudest.
You would definitely see Shorty, but the person whose glass he's drinking from would stand out a little bit, as he looks like he's about 12 years old. His skin is as white as paper, has long white hair, and is wearing what looks like a blue kimono.
I mean, yeah, like one or two things. There's certainly an eclectic collection of people here.
Yeah, sorry, I just needed to compose myself. All right. Well, let's have a drink. Keep our eyes and ears open. I have to find someone we can talk to soon enough. Is there anyone else sitting at the table we're at?
Not really. Like, there's plenty of people around you, and they're fucking with you but it's not like they could push you around or anything. It's more like they're leaning up against a wall, but the wall is your body. And that's kind of it, you know. Like your robe
Okay.
might smell of soaked different liquors after this.
It's alright. No, one of the people leaning against Lantana is just gonna sort of grip that person, arm, shoulder, someplace, just bring them around and plop them on, just push them into the chair he recently vacated.
Wow!
How long have you been here?
Oh,
Local?
I'm a really local, but this is the first time here.
Yeah.
Hi, they call me Dagger Tip. If you mess with me, you're gonna get the Dagger Tip.
Yeah. Lantana just sort of tips a little bit of the ale from his overly sized mug, I guess, if Lantano has one, and will just lift Dagger Tip out of his seat and push him away, grab another guy, plop him down.
Oh, hey. What's up? What's up with hey,
All
man?
right. At least you can talk.
Yeah, I can talk, but what's up with the manhandling over here?
He does that.
Sometimes. Are you a local, or are you just passing through?
I mean, none of us in here is really that much of a local, per se. But yeah, I spent a bunch of time here.
How long?
A lot. Why?
Just talking. Were you here when that water monster was around?
Oh, the river monster. Yeah.
That
I
thing.
heard about that. That was something else, man.
Not here. You heard. But where were you then?
I was here, of course. I couldn't really handle anything, you know. I work on what you call it's a trade village. I work on trading. With the river monster about trading wasn't doing too well.
Well, what do you move around?
Oh, this and that.
Such as?
I mean, what are you looking for?
It depends on what you trade.
I trade whatever you're looking for. Within reason, of course.
So you'll move anything you take money to move whatever a person wants around.
Well, within reason, of course. And he starts drinking.
What would said reason be?
So you're a buddy of you're a buddy of Timmy's, right?
Who? That
Timmy.
Shorty?
Short. Oh, I get it, because you're a big guy and yeah, all right.
He's tiny.
What do you call him, shorty or tiny? I mean, he is tiny.
Short.
Like,
We would call him Shorty.
I don't want to hear him. I don't want him to hear me saying that. He's a good kid, you know. Very intrepid. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of heart.
He is particularly determined.
Yeah, but your educated friend said.
I'm Lantano.
You're Unlent. That's a weird name. All right, Unlent.
Lantano. We're part of the Heroes Guild.
Oh, really?
Yes. Are there
What does the Heroes Guild need moved?
others of us around? Have you met more recently?
I heard some things.
Lantano sort of just waves over. If there's a barmaid or someone,
Yeah, there's a lot of maids.
he'll just order the drink for the guy sitting there.
So you get a drink. She comes back with like three or four drinks. Kind of just
Yeah.
puts them.
Could
She
you
goes-
point them out to me?
She just goes, yeah, Timmy's got this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this can't possibly end well.
He's like, oh, what? The Timmy? You don't see Timmy's right over there.
No, the other Heroes Guild members.
Oh, what in this place? Yeah, nah, they haven't come to this particular location.
With that, the guy that's just pale as a sheet of paper is going to get up, leaving his mug where it is, so that Shorty can continue to drink out of it and walk over to this other table.
Hello.
So, you're Shorty's companions.
Companions adds a lot of weight to our relationship.
Can I ask what he did?
He tagged along with you, didn't he?
Yes.
Interesting.
And you are?
The name's Hector.
I'm Lentano, Hector.
Pleasure to meet you.
You didn't mind Shorty draining your cup dry?
Why would I mind us and be loud and learn all kinds of interesting things?
And what have you learned?
No one here is very observant.
I mean,
You say that, and the guy in the seat is already like deep into the second of the three tankards there.
For instance, this man just told you no one else from the Heroes Guild is here, correct?
Correct.
something
I've
along
been
those
sitting
lines.
quietly with Shorty for the last 30 minutes, and I'm from the Heroes Guild.
Oh,
No way.
I don't think I've ever seen you around before.
A lot of people overlook me.
I guess I'm just hard to miss.
So what is this quest you're on?
How long have you been here?
In this town, a couple of weeks.
So you were here when the river monster was trouble.
I was here when it was, but I wasn't there when it was defeated.
Alright. And would you have heard of, and Landano sort of would, lean in a little closer, about, well, less than regular cargo being moved around? Hector, where?
Nelson, would I have heard of that?
He's been here a few weeks. Viable
He
question.
has been here a few weeks. Yeah, you know a little something about a little something.
I would have heard of it, but I don't know any particular detail. I can help you find information, though.
Can you?
Yes. And there is one rumor that the river monster was actually a cover for illicit dealings.
So, someone set up a monster to cover up their own.
Yes.
that would be interesting. Seems
Not all that
excessive.
unbelievable, but possible. Lindano's going to just look around and just quickly make sure No, I doubt anyone would be with all the drinking and merrymaking going around. But if anybody's been paying attention to their table, like,
No, there's Shorty that points attention towards your table. It stays there and then it moves off.
there's a chance someone's been moving around children.
Ah,
More than a chance. We know someone's doing that, but
well, I think I may have something that can actually help with that.
You hear like a tankard slam on the table. The tankard sounds like it's mostly empty. And the guy sitting next to goes, "Yeah, I gotta drain the lizard. I'll thanks for the drinks, old one eye." And he gets up and walks away from the table.
Can I
As-
gauge
yeah.
his? Can I gauge how bullshit that is?
very bullshit.
I mean, if you want to sense motive.
Yeah, that sounds fishy to me.
All right, go for it.
So would that be an insight check?
Yeah, if you want it to be an insight check.
Can we all do it?
Sure.
That would be a 20.
20? What did everybody else get? Anybody else whose mic is actually working?
Insight
17.
is wisdom, so 20.
And Lantano?
17.
17? All three of you might have to fight back the giggle from how amusingly bullshit that was.
Okay, do I look at them and realize they know it's bullshit too?
I'm pretty sure Lantano might try to just grab him by the shoulder and push him back into the chair.
I actually hold up. I'm actually going to hold up my hand for them to not do anything.
Yeah, so I guess Lantano's just sort of just hands almost at this guy's shoulder when he notices Hector just usher him, and Lantano stops, quizzically raising his single eyebrow.
As the guy walks away, you're going to see Hector put his thumb to his mouth and bite into it hard enough to draw blood.
Okay.
Then he places his hand on the floor, and black scrawling patterns begin to move across the floor as smoke, and two snakes appear.
Nope. Theo goes, jumps up, stands on his chair, and then stands on the table.
Theo, just you can sit down.
And the snakes immediately begin to crawl after that guy.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That was something.
It's a simple summoning ability.
Okay.
Interesting. So we've got a tail.
Yes, I can also see through them.
Yeah, that earns Hector a smile from Lantano.
Or
Excellent.
not see through them yet. I know exactly where they are, though.
As long as we know where he is.
Yeah, there's I mean, if you know their location, you kind of feel them moving further and further southward, and the further south you go, I mean, there's a river you need to cross. So you feel them going in that river.
They're moving southward. Do you have anyone else with you?
2 others.
We should probably get them.
All right. Theo, you just make sure our mounts are all right. I'll go grab Alex and wherever the hell Marius is.
Okay. So I'm
Stick
gonna go.
with Hector. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marius. A knight?
Yes.
He was in the bar earlier. He gave you this.
Yeah. Lantana's gonna take it. What is it?
It's just a letter.
I'll read it. And let me just need to get Alex. We'll meet you by the mounts. You're coming, right, Hector?
I wouldn't fail to see where this leads.
We could use your help a little longer. And Lantano's gonna just pretty much make his way back quickly to where he left Alex.
All right. Yeah, so Ryan, with that since we're going back to you, I'm gonna talk to you now instead of type. With the roll that you made, you gain some additional information according to what you said you were looking for. And you find out the name of the person of boasting about like the trade goods and how at least they didn't lose everything, so their family isn't put out. You get his name, and you sort of put together that he is a partner of Phil.
Phil the Orc.
Phil the Orc, yeah.
And what's his name?
You could whatever you want his name to be.
Is he a constable or
Yeah.
Constable?
You want to name like Thaddeus Gray or Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silver? Constable Anderson will do.
Constable Anderson. All right.
And is that all?
I mean that seems to be very relevant pertaining to what you typed that you were looking for. And you get a general idea of the associations and locations of the people the general locations of people who associate with Constable Anderson. Some of which would have been located in the Bastard's Tit.
Right. Okay.
So you eventually see. I'm not sure if Lantano will see you, but you do get to the point where you see Lantano.
That was sort of the point.
Well, Alex sees him coming, but he doesn't directly move from where he's coming from. He's going another little direction, not to make it obvious that he was standing where he was, and makes a little small detour towards where Lantano is. Hi,
Alex, did you learn anything?
I learned some things. I learned that.
Just walk with me and talk.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
Yes.
better talk when I'm in front of this place. That'd be better. I found out that Constable Anderson is associated with Phil at the docks, and the work is tied in together, and there's more association to people inside the Bastard's Tit.
Could use that.
So it's all relevant, all this trading and the boats and things like that. I'm not too sure about Constable Anderson, if there's anything illicit or anything, but you know, things come up from with a ledger, you know, bread and cakes and things like that, and how how bad for business it was for this monster and things like that, and now it's going to get his family on track again, and how the cargo was lost and stuff like that, but he didn't say it mattered.
Interesting.
So,
Right. We found something too. We're
oh really?
we're tailing him right now.
Oh right.
Yeah. Can follow up your lead as well as soon as we're done with this.
Oh.
And Landano's been sort of just walking towards where he meet up with Theo and Hector. He's gonna open up the letter and read it on the way.
The letter basically says that Marius is heading back to Nian's camp.
Yeah, so Landano sort of just finishes reading it, shoves it back in under his robes. We'll have to. Marius went back.
You went back to the camp?
Plus,
Yes.
he left us.
We don't have the time to worry about him right now.
But
Hector.
He's our knight.
It's all right, Alex. Hector. What? Where is he right now?
Who's Hector?
Quick introductions. Hector, this is our other friend, Alex.
Pleasure to meet you, Alex.
Hello.
Meet Hector. He's got eyes on our mark.
And then you see like a small little head peer up from behind Hector's shoulder. He goes, he's got eyes on his back too. Watch out.
Also, Shorty found us, so.
What's Short? Where is? He's trying to figure out what Shorty's doing and what he's in or something.
He likes to cling to the back of my robes.
Oh, okay.
We'll need to run.
Hector looks like this little kid with white hair. Then, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a very pale 12-year-old, 12-year-old with long white hair.
Oh, okay.
What's with the Heroes Guild and kids, man?
He's a ways away to the south now. We'll have to run to catch up with him. If any of you have mounts, I would suggest you use them.
We've got mounts.
Good. Who's the leader?
And then you see the small little head, but it pops up from behind Alex's shoulder. It goes, who do you think?
Not you.
We're going. Which way?
So, Lantano, I'll ride with you.
You're riding with me. But if you need me,
I'll go with Theo.
Okay.
I'll go. I'll stay right here.
let's go.
He dips behind out of sight again. So you guys, yeah,
hop on and charge off.
yeah. Wait, you on potatoes?
Lantano and Hector are on potatoes. I think Alex is with Theo on
The flying fucking turtle.
Yeah, what was its name?
Rick Doffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is garnering a lot of holy fuck gazes. Right, like he's got this large guy on this huge horse, accompanied by big ass flying turtle. I mean, there's people on the big ass flying turtle, but it's obvious that the attention is on the big ass flying turtle. So yeah, you guys sort of fly, both literally and figuratively, towards the southern edge of Kerwin, and where the fishmonger sort of district is at. And like I said before, depending on the quality of the particular fishmonger, the intensity of the smell rises and falls.
Gonna have to bear with this.
It stinks.
It's not exactly pleasant.
You don't have a choice.
You also see a lot of like, the area you're at. You see a lot of, oddly enough, like a lot of caught snakes and stuff that are split open, and they look like river snakes, maybe some eels.
How much further away, Hector?
Every time Hector sees a cut open snake, he kind of gets a look of disgust on his face.
Yeah, Lantano will just sort of be like, how much further away?
This way.
So basically, yeah, Lantano's just gonna keep checking up with Hector every now and then. He wants to sort of have everyone here just leap off their mounts a little before, so they can get closer without the heavy patter of potatoes' hooves.
As soon as you get close enough, Hector actually says we should stop and dismount here. We need to move with more stealth.
All right, we're off. I'm not the best at hiding around, but I think the three of you will manage far better.
Oh. Well, some of us are okay. And with that, Hector's actually going to begin to sneak towards the direction of the snakes.
Roll your silent, stealthy movement.
I
That
guess we
is
could all do that.
18.
If you want to try to move silently,
Gonna try. I mean, I'm sure Alex can do it just fine.
Yep.
That is 18.
I'm good.
yeah, you guys close distance on this guy. Doesn't even know you're coming. Not until it's already too late.
All right, we sneak up on him, doesn't see us coming. Landano's just gonna pretty much grab him, cover his mouth, and is there a nearby alley we can just all pull him into?
Not necessarily back alleys, but these fishmonger stalls. They have like a lot of high tents, and some of the canopies are pulled from other buildings, and it's a maze, just not of solid buildings. It's
Okay.
mostly just a maze of cloth, hanging sea life, crates. You know, there's a lot of people there like yelling, "Oh, I'll take that one, or I'll get two of those. Let me get let me get the gizzard." It's like, what the hell has a gizzard over? Like it's a bunch of craziness going on.
As he pulls him away, I kind of look at Lantano. We should get him alone. Perhaps drag him a little ways away from this area.
Lantano might be getting some attention from the marketplace, though. Like the fish vendors and stuff are trying to sell fish to Lantano. They're like fighting verbally over, come over here, we've got enough fish to feed you, come on.
Can Lantano just quickly knock the guy out so they can see him and move him easily?
Bonk. I mean, you snuck up on him, so you could always, you could manhandle him.
I can restrain him easily, I know that.
I don't see why a quick sleeper hold couldn't have been applied.
And then let's just move him away.
So So, what are we looking for?
Well, when he wakes up, we're going to need to tell him how they're moving these kids. Should I set up to apply the proper intimidation?
And then behind Hector, you see the eyes pop up, but it's less smooth this time, and it's more like crawling up because there's a dagger in one hand, and he's kind of like hanging there. He's like, "Yeah, let me do my thing. You know, this works."
Landano would just sort of shake his head at Shorty, then look at Hector, sort of just give him another small grin and be like, "Do your thing."
Once again, Hector bites his thumb, slams his hand on the ground. The black scrawling letters pop out, and a poof of smoke as a literally huge snake appears. A gigantic, stark white cobra.
I think this time Lantano gets a little spooked.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Holy shit, Alex!
No, I'm here. That was funny.
Yeah. All right. So what happens? I mean, guys, he's going to be coming around pretty soon, though.
I just hope Alex is keeping, squeaky concealed. If
Basically,
I haven't decided if Wiki's with me. That's something else.
Basically, this snake has every single point, all 20 that I can put into it, because I cast it at second level, put into size increases.
Okay.
So what? It's not huge, is it?
No, it's beyond huge, actually.
Where are we for this thing?
How much of these abandoned stalls and active stalls does it knock over when it's summoned?
Well,
I guess
I'm assuming we moved a ways away.
Great.
I hope we moved a ways away for that thing
Get
size.
one monster removed and the other, this new monstrosity comes in.
Okay, if we didn't move far enough away, I'm limiting it at huge. I'll put the rest into attack.
So, I mean, obviously, the guy lets out a panicked scream.
Covering his mouth. So it goes like, ah! Yeah. Hello again. Don't scream, alright? Don't scream. And then Anna's gonna uncover his mouth.
What the shit? You got a big fucking... The hell is that? You guys said you were from... I didn't know...
It's just a snake.
Look, I didn't say shit, okay? Okay, look, all right, look.
How are they taking the kids?
What are you talking? You're.
I can let it eat you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. No. You're not one of the. You're not. He's not gonna let him eat me. You're who you are. Not okay. Oh shit. Yeah.
These
I don't
guys have
know.
turned someone into a tree.
Who? Wait, what?
I don't know what these guys entirely do, but I don't. For my own sake, I please don't try to mess with them. Please, I really don't want to see that.
What are you talking about? You guys are the ones who. Where are we? Oh.
Where are the boats taking the children?
Well, the children love boats. They probably up, down the river, left. What do you know?
Okay, eat him. And the snake lunges forward.
He's like, hey! Does it eat him?
No, it snaps a few minutes, like literally an inch away from him.
So you hear that loud clunk of the bones and the drill. He's like, hey! He'll go to try to pet the snake, like really tentatively.
We can
snake bites him. This time the snake does bite him.
Yes, I knew you
And-
wouldn't. Oh God!
We can have it eat you slowly. That'll give us plenty time to get words out of you.
And then like this snake goes back and he's looking. He's like, "Oh, fucking missed." Look, you guys are a little too much. You guys are a little too
Speak.
much. Stop with the bullshit, okay? You're hurting my heart over here. It took like 10 years off my life. I don't got long to live as it is.
Yeah, right next to this guy's head, just a sword starts growing out of the ground. Like right next to his head. Start talking.
What in the fuck is that? That's holy. You guys are full of things.
Where are they taking the children?
What are you talking about, children?
We know you know something.
I know a bunch of things, but why you're asking me about kids? I don't. We don't do that. Look. Like I said, within reason. I mean, they don't. That's unreasonable in this place. The whole thing with kids.
Then
Lantano's
why,
just-
when we said we were here to investigate, did you get up and walk away so quickly like you were going to warn someone?
No. I was going to use the. I've been drinking. Look,
You were going to do what?
I drank all. I mean, you probably figured it out by now. The beers, I drank them all. I figured.
And you moved away from the bastards that we could have easily relieved yourself all the way here.
You're a big guy. I didn't know if you would have taken kindly to the whole. I'm drinking all your shit.
Montano, can I let the snake eat his leg?
Hey, look. You don't gotta keep scaring me like that, all right? I know your type. You're not gonna let it eat me, but you will scare the shit out of me. I'll tell you that.
You've got
almost thought you
10
took my hand
fingers,
off. Hey,
10
hey,
toes. We have a long time here.
I got mostly 10 toes.
Hold his left hand out.
No.
Lantano's gonna grab the hand.
No,
And
look, I'm a lefty. I'm a lefty. That's my left hand. You got that. I'm a lefty.
Good.
And
I'm gonna tell the snake to bite off his left hand.
Lantano holds his hand up, snarls, and that's a war cry, basically, in this guy's face. Where are they taking the children?
Oh God, the breath. Oh.
You want to make an intimidation roll, for God's sake? Get on with it.
Basically,
want
that's
that
intimidation.
All right. Roll your intimidation. You get to roll with advantage though, because you damn near gave him a heart attack.
Yeah, I don't know how pissed off Lantano is right now either. So.
I got a 17.
18 minus 1, so I would have had a 19. I had advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my other die had a 1. Whew.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been so scary with that. No.
Yeah, thank God for that.
The guy's attention looks like he completely takes it off of the snake, right? And he's just wrestling with your Oni friend. He's like, hey, come on, guy, come. I know he ain't gonna let the snake eat me, but I'm not so sure about. Like, chill.
Speak.
I'm not.
Tell us what we need to know.
What you want to know? Look. I can't really. Why don't you ask me something I'm allowed to answer?
Fine. You're afraid of speaking because the person that you work for will kill you.
If I'm lucky.
So who are we dealing with here?
Who? You? Right now you're dealing with me. That's my problem. I want you to be dealing with me, okay?
Who are you dealing with?
Look, I was on a level. Well, I was mostly on the level. I move shit, You need something move? I move it.
I'm sure they made it worth your while in gold.
Say that again?
He's just like, I'm sure they made it worth your while in gold. Where? And if not that, who?
Are you moving bread and cakes.
Yeah, well, that's what they said it was. Look, I don't ask a lot of questions. I just try to make my little coin where I can. But this whole shit with the river monster, it was one of the shipments. I went to reclaim it. The bread and cakes weren't so much bread and cakes.
Okay, I got the picture. And are you moving things for, let's say, a person of law and an orc, perchance?
I move things for everybody.
Just give us a straight answer. That snake will eat you.
The snake. The snake.
Or he
The
like,
snake bites off his left hand.
Oh fuck!
Can it just start swallowing his? Lantano has the hand held, dude. Don't eat up Lantano's hand.
Okay,
But
the snake will start. No, if the snake starts swallowing him, this thing's huge. It's gonna swallow his entire arm.
So
start on a leg.
in an attempt
Okay.
to intimidate him, Theo's going to pull out Peacemaker and just put it like right in his back.
He was I don't know how I feel about that. That's oh god, that's weird.
Just slowly like moving it across his back and just barely whispered to Alex, "Is this working?"
I don't
definitely
know. I can't.
not sure what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Should I start with his hand or his foot?
Wait, hold on. What are you guys doing? Look. Chill.
Lantano's one eye just goes wide as he looks at, just turns his attention towards Theo. And what are you doing to him?
Yeah, what are you doing to me? I don't know how I feel about whatever it is you're doing. I died down. What the hell?
I'm not entirely sure how to do this interrogation thing.
Oh god.
Lantano just turns over and looks at his back like, you're lucky you can't see this.
Are you why you got a kid here? Why are you doing this in front of a kid? Shouldn't he not be like okay, you got the snake kid, but he's creepy as fuck. What about this other kid? Look, he's untouched. He's an innocent. Why would you Oh,
He's the worst of us all.
what are you talking to his?
I haven't seen.
What are you talking about? I haven't seen creepy. You're fucking. What is he doing behind me? I don't even know him.
Just give us what we need, answer plainly, or you're going to be really sorry for what he's doing behind you.
Oh God, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Look, I don't know why. I don't know why or how. I don't know why or how. It feels. I don't want it to feel good. It feels. I don't know what he's doing back there. Okay.
If you tell us everything, there's a chance you might get away more or less intact.
Look. You got. I don't want you to eat me. The snake is just.
Shut up. Shut up. Now, you are trading bread and cakes, which happens not to be bread and cakes. Yeah. Are you affiliated with Constable Anderson and the docks man called Phil?
Phil, yeah, I know Phil. We all know Phil down here.
Who knows where the bread and cakes are going?
I mean, I just, it's not like I reported what they really were.
Well, aren't they?
I already accepted the money. The promises were made.
Look, where are they going? Because if you don't tell us soon enough, you'll wish the snake ate you.
Upriver. They came
Where
from down
to
river. They moved
upriver?
upriver. The next stop is what is that place? Oh God, I don't know.
Is it Branford?
Yeah. That. I don't want to turn around.
Who else is in on it?
Well, what do you mean? Who else is what? I mean,
who else knows what it really is?
You don't gotta raise. I don't know. Look, I handled what I handled, and that's what I handled. That was it.
Do you have anybody in contacts in Brantford that you give this bread and cakes to?
Yeah, I got a cousin of mine. Yeah, he handles, he handles stuff over there, but you know, what is he doing? What is he doing? He's doing so. I know he's doing so. I can feel him doing something.
What's your cousin's name?
They call him Eddie. Eddie with two D's. With two D's. His name is Edward, but nobody calls him Edward.
And is he the harbor master? What is his duty?
He does what I do. He just moves shit.
He's
Can you tell him to stop? Look, I'm cooperating. Can you tell him whatever he's doing?
Is there anything else you want to tell us?
Can you just please tell him to stop and start threatening me with the snake again? I'd be okay with that.
What can you tell us about Phil?
Phil, I don't know. He's a pretty okay guy. Not the.
Does he know what's going on?
Okay, look, I don't want to answer anything wrong here. I don't know if he would know. I don't think he'd know because,
What about this Anderson?
Look, I don't deal with Anderson.
Who's in charge here?
I mean, Phil usually oversees everything that happens down here.
No, of what's going on. Who's in charge of getting the kids into the shipments?
Look, it came in. I was supposed to accept it and keep it moving. I accepted what was left of it, and I just kept it moving. Could you please tell him to stop?
You took it upriver yourself.
No, I put it on another shipment. I don't do any of the actual what he's doing back there. I don't handle any of the actual shipping, okay? It's just that
You think we have enough?
I've had enough. I've had more than enough.
I'm not talking to you. Do you think we have enough? And he's talking to Lentano and
I don't think he knows anything more.
So what's your name? No. I'm sorry. I'm talking to the poor guy. He's getting the life fucked up at the minute.
I'm Ed, but with one D. I'm not a very creative family.
Well, I can believe that. So Ed, how do you want this to end?
With me having a beer?
We're afraid of you going and telling people what's happening.
You don't got whatever's happening back there happening to you, okay? I don't know what he's doing, but if you was afraid, then I got reasons to be afraid, okay?
Because if you tell anybody what has happened here, what has happened behind your back is the least of your worries.
I don't even know what's happening behind my back.
See that? Alex's eyes just shift from blue to black to blue again.
He goes, oh.
Just want you to be quiet and don't talk to anybody what happened here.
Okay? I wasn't trying to get into no cult shit, I swear.
So your name's Ed, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to begin to transform directly into him.
Oh, shit.
Landano sort of just goes looks at Theo how does it look back there?
I mean, it doesn't. It's not really doing anything.
You can and then he says loudly, just looks at me. You can hold off for now, but keep it ready.
Okay. He pulls it back and he literally just goes to the side of Ed and says, "Now you're gonna want to wash that off at least twice a day. My recommendation is getting some fish oil and rubbing it onto there. It'll keep everything nice and smooth.
I think we'll let you go now, Ed.
Oh, and for your own sake, please don't eat any turnips.
But you see snake scales just suddenly grow across Hector's skin, and he begins to grow in size. And as the snake scales fall off, he looks just like Ed.
Oh God! No!
Knock him out.
No! He turns to look at Lontano and just kind of like looks in his eye and just pathetically looks at you. And goes, yeah, just knock me out.
Yeah.
Knock him out.
Yeah. Landano just saw it of you and just quickly go lump, knock him over the head.
And this transformation, of course, did not go unnoticed by Alex. He's just looking right at Hector, like that.
So, and I'm saying this as Ed. So, should we see if this dock master knows anything?
Do you know enough to be like this?
Yeah, I think I can figure it out. I mean, I don't come from a too, inventive family.
Yeah, the last thing Landano wanted to do after he knocked him out, just push a copper for a drink into his belt.
Oh, you gotta
Need
change
it.
it. It's still white.
Oh, he moves his head, hands back over his hair, and it changes into the same color.
Yeah, Landano sort of just takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself. Then he's gonna look at Theo and just be like, smile like, that was excellent, Theo.
That was strange.
Yeah, Theo, you're very good.
Don't think we'd have gotten anything out without you.
You're definitely very skilled in interrogation.
You are, surprisingly.
I guess.
The bit about the fish oil and the turnips, you just made that up, right?
Oh, that's just general cleaning advice.
Well, maybe next time you put in your letter to your family, don't put any of this in. Don't.
Yeah, no, I think it'll just make my mother worry more.
This is the darker side to what we have to do, I think.
Is that snake on yet?
I wave my hand and the snake disappears in a poof of smoke.
I guess we have to. Do we look into Anderson and what was the other one's name?
Phil.
Anderson and Phil, or do we direct our attentions upriver?
I was going to look into Anderson and Phil. But
yeah, I think that might be the best option.
Go and talk to Phil. I don't know if Ed had any dealings with Anderson at all. I'm not sure.
Well,
you turned into this, so what's your idea?
I'm going to go talk to Phil.
So let's do that.
Today?
Yeah. I'm going to go talk to Phil now.
Yeah. I was saying I might have to leave in a bit. Just letting you guys know. Because of it being Ramadan and all, I have to eat. But I have another 20-25 minutes, so no worries.
Right,
it's Memorial Day here, so we get it. Well, tomorrow is technically.
Phil's in the constabulary.
I thought Phil was the dock master.
No. He's the one that handles everything, but he's actually a constable.
Okay.
And currently he's getting shit-faced in the constabulary.
So he's we followed him all the way back to the
constabulary.
Yeah, remember when you were talking to the constable and he was talking about how Phil is the guy that usually oversees the docks? but they're celebrating. And if you just give them till tomorrow, and they'll have a couple words with them, make sure you get the contacts and you get to speak to whoever you need to speak to, which would have been primarily Phil. So those constables are kind of mostly drinking and celebrating the destruction of the river monster.
Are any of the... Wait, I can't see in there. So Phil's the constabulary. Shouldn't I turn into a constable?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking the group.
I guess. I mean, if Phil has had direct, business with Ed would work just as well. Because we would have no idea how many other constables Phil has talked to, if Phil has anything to do with this.
True.
So Ed would still be the best bet.
I think they're expecting me anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just go back and see what I can find out and not spill the beans, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Coming with you, Alex.
As you guys are talking, you finally notice that on top of the chest of this guy's unconscious form is the tiny little halfling with his dagger, and he's like very drunkenly trying to balance himself, and he's aiming. He goes, almost there.
Shorty, God damn you! Grabs him.
Whoa. If you two are going to go talk to Phil, I don't need to be in this form.
He was like, "Hey, I thought you said I could do my thing."
You don't for now, but could still use.
Look,
Use
his lips are tight shut. He's not gonna tell you anything until I do my thing.
Somebody
We've already done
He's
it.
trying to stab him from way far back since since Alex picked him up.
I can't hold him. Somebody deal with him.
So I'm going to kneel down and kind of let a whistle as I'm casting Animal Friend,
Okay.
and a snake will crawl out of the grass into my hand.
I think first of all, I'd like to find out what they're saying, because it could be possible our names has gone up first. I want to see what they're saying. You just actually want to stop it.
I'll be right back. I just got to get meds out.
I want to see.
You can keep going. I'm taking my headset with me.
I want to see if Constable Anderson and Constable Phil are saying anything about us. Asking questions.
So do you want to?
And then I'll decide if I'm going to go in or not.
So you're going to sneak in first.
No, I'm going to listen the way I did before.
All right. Just be careful, Alex.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So because you're listening a little quicker, roll me a perception check.
Right. Is this pertaining to senses?
Yes. You're listening, right? So this would pertain to the hearing.
Yeah, I just want to check because I'm using his heightened transformation senses to see if would that be with advantage?
If that gives you advantage, then yes.
Because I think heightened senses would do that.
I'm also sending my steak with Lantano.
Keen senses. Yeah.
Okay.
You gain advantage.
Excellent. Okay. Perception, you said?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to use my coin of inspiration.
You already had advantage, so you can't. You have advantage on top of advantage.
All right. Okay. So that's a 13.
A 13. What exactly were you listening for again?
I wanted to see if there is any chat about if they've been saying anything about
About you guys.
us asking questions around and anything else to do with the
Alright.
docks and stuff
All right,
like
cool.
that.
You hear your names and your descriptions thrown around in conversation. It's much more casual. It sounds like the voice of the constable you guys were talking to. There is a voice that says, no problem. I'll see them now if they want. Or you can get them. I'll talk to them now. It's fine. And you hear the other voice that sounds like the constable that you were talking to say, no. Have your drinks now. This deserves a celebration. I told them that they could just come back tomorrow. And that'd be like the extent of what you can glean.
And that's it.
Yeah, with 13, that's it.
Alex goes back. Okay, guys, they're expecting us tomorrow, like I agreed. And I don't think I should just walk back in there.
What?
So
Why do you think that? Did you hear something?
they just mentioned us casually. I didn't really detect anything else.
I guess the two of us can go in together then.
They're expecting us tomorrow. They're having a celebration.
All right. Tomorrow then.
Unless you...
No, I think we can wait to continue the investigation till tomorrow.
There's no point in trying to pull something out of men that are just drunk to this point of slurred speech. Who did you hear talking? Was it Phil or Miss Anderson? Alex?
Mr. Anderson.
Well, you would have. It would have been easy enough to guess that he was talking to Phil.
Mr. Anderson and Phil, yeah.
We can go tomorrow. What are we doing for now, though?
Well, there's those heroes I heard about in the temple. Wouldn't mind having a word.
That would be nice.
All right. Let's go talk to them.
Can we stop there?
Yeah, I think that would be an interesting place to stop.
Oh, okay.
Until next time. That weird 80s glam rock metal electric guitar starts playing up again. Screen wipe. Woof. And then another screen wipe going in reverse with a picture of Josh's character. Woof. Totally unique, not ripped off from any pre-existing material. Please don't sue or send any cease and desist. And then a screen waves again. Woof.